Hello everyone, welcome to Tower Tarot. Today we will talk about card number 0, the Fool. Let's start by analyzing the symbols in the picture. You can see in this card our main character, the Fool, who is trying to start his journey. First of all, I would like you to look at the knapsack he's holding. It's basically a pouch. I think only travelers who are so carefree would pack so light. He probably travels on a whim and off he goes without worrying about bringing enough clothes or even gadgets. Our Fool is very spirited. You see he's looking upwards. He's not looking where he's heading. He doesn't see he's heading towards the edge of a cliff. I think this suggests to us that he is quite oblivious of the challenges and dangers he might experience. Luckily, he's got a dog. You can see that in the bottom right. The dog is trying to stop him and acting as if saying, "Hey, look out!" Although I really wonder if the Fool is actually listening. But we know for sure he has guidance, which is the dog. Besides the cliff edge, you can see a range of mountains in the background. In tarot, mountains usually indicate challenges. All in all, he will experience ups and downs in his journey. As the first card of the tarot deck, this card pretty much introduced the nature of instability of our lives. So you can understand the character of the Fool. While this card suggests impulsiveness, the warm colors of the card do really make you think everything is going to be okay. And I think this card is here to prepare us for the unexpected in situations where we find ourselves in. And if you draw this card, I think you just need to remind yourself that everything is going to be fine. It's totally okay to start something new. You just need to bear in mind that there will be challenges, and at times you will have to be cautious. So in general, I think this is a positive card. Before we start our quick summary of the Fool in the upright position, I want to talk to you briefly about the two illustrations of the Fool from two different decks. On the left is the classical Rider-Waite deck. It might be the first deck most people go for when they learn about the tarot. And on the right, we have got the Robin Hood deck. The images in the Robin Hood deck are similar to the Rider-Waite's, but they look like images you would see in a children's book, and I think they're very lovely. Now, let's start the summary. The Fool in the upright means you are going to have a new start in whatever situations you are talking about or asking about. In love, you might meet someone new, someone unexpected, so you have to be open-minded as the Fool is a traveler. You might meet someone from overseas, from a culture other than yours. For starting a new task or a project or even a job, this card would advise you to embrace anything new and you will be fine. There might be obstacles as you are trying something new, but you will have guidance and help. For general advice, it tells you that you need to start now and don't be afraid to be different. For the Fool in the reverse position, first, it could mean that perhaps you are not brave enough to start something new. You just don't want to take the first step because you're too afraid of what might happen. Second, it can mean that you have good intentions, but now is not the right time to make any rash decision. I remember drawing this card a lot in reverse when people come to me and ask if they can set up a new business. I usually tell them either they haven't developed the skills for their chosen businesses or it is just not the right time at the moment. And very often when they come back to me, they say, I really think if I had followed through with the plan earlier, I would have paid extra rent for rentals or have hired the wrong staff. So I think it really tells you that the timing is not right if you get this card in reverse. Third, it means someone is being a bit reckless. This person might not even have good intentions, or this person isn't thinking about the consequences. Before we go, I would like to show you one more card from the major arcana. On the left, you can see the full card, and on the right, that is the last card from the major arcana, the world. I'm putting two cards together to show you. The major arcana starts with number 0, and it also ends with another 0. You might be thinking, what, I see number 21 on the world card. But please look again. Do you see a rift in the world card? Doesn't it resemble the shape of a 0? The major arcana is also called the Fool's Journey, in which the Fool experiences different situations and learned valuable lessons about himself at a point of time. When the Fool starts his journey, which is from card number 0, he then moves on to card number 1 and 2 and so on, until he comes to the end of his journey and he arrives at the world card, which is kind of like a graduation for him, the world. You can see the rift looking like a crown, but it also serves as a reminder to the Fool to let him know that, well, now you are done with one cycle, you're ready to start a new one and experience a new lesson. This is the end of the first lesson of the major arcana. Thank you for listening. I hope you have learned something, and if you want to give me your thoughts on how you would analyze this card, please leave me a comment so I can learn from you too. See you in the next video.